common these days to see different types of pilots at the helm of an airplane, but women especially had to fight for their chance.
Yeah, Luke joining us this morning talking about Throwback Thursday, a name a lot of people have maybe heard. Bessica Raiche, maybe been to Bessie's Diner up in Janesville. Pretty awesome story. What can you tell us about her?
Well, she was an incredible aviation pioneer and a pioneer in lots of other ways too.
Yeah.
She was graduate of Rockford High School in 1894.
A couple years ago.
You got it. You got it.
And where was Rockford High School? What was the former?
That was right downtown. There was just one high school. It was on the just on the side of the river, or on the other side of the river, and. She graduated in 1894 and then spent about 4 or 5 years in France learning linguistics and painting and becoming quite proud of herself. And then she came back and entered Tufts University in Boston and became a physician.
Oh
so
my God.
long before she got into aviation, she was a pioneering woman physician, which was pretty tough and rare at that time.
Yeah.
So, she met right when she graduated as a physician in 1903, the Wright brothers flew their first plane, and people understood a little more about how that would work. So she and her new husband moved to a aviation center on Long Island, New York, Mineola, New York, and they built their own plane using their grand piano in their home as a workbench. And they, what made them particularly unique was that they used much lighter materials than the Wright brothers. They used bamboo and silk and piano wire, probably out of the grand piano, as opposed to the heavier canvas and heavier woods and regular steel wire. So in September 16th, I thought of this today because it was just about 103 years ago. On September 16th, 1910, she became the first woman to fly solo on a plane, Rockford native.
And you know, I have to be honest, I didn't know that. You know, through Bessie's and stuff, the diner, I didn't know the history behind that. And so that's why we love Throwback Thursday, because we get to show you guys all this stuff that we might not have known.
Yeah, and I've been up to Bessie's, and they have a big, I guess, a big painting of her and some descriptions. She really was a Renaissance woman. She spoke multiple languages and you know, into aviation. Also, you said a physician as well. Yeah,
she taught flying for a few years, and then she and her husband moved to Orange County, California, and she practiced as a OBGYN the rest of her career. So you know, she was very active, very groundbreaking in lots of ways, and you know, it's a neat story. And you know, one of the heroes of aviation. Amelia Earhart Bessie was her hero. She had all her news clippings in her scrapbook, and Bessica flew 17 years before Amelia Earhart even got into a plane. So
that's crazy.
It goes way back to the earliest days of aviation, and it was very dangerous back then.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's, when you see the images of the plane and stuff too, it's just, you know, it's amazing how far we've come.
Luke, we appreciate it. Every Thursday, I appreciate this one because, as you know,
he's very into aviation.
I do like aviation.
I knew that coming in.
All the history
would make you smile.
It always does. Every topic makes us smile. So we appreciate you, Luke, joining us every Thursday.
Thanks for having me.